Eastern Kentucky loses here today to Abilene Christian by a final score of 34-20. Walt Wells down on the field to talk with us. Walt, you guys got it back within one, then had the PAT blocked, and they made a big third down in their own territory.
Yeah, it was, the PAT was, we got to do a better job, obviously, because we had one block that went through, and then we had a couple that were good, and then at the end there we had that other one. Of course, that cost us a timeout, and because Patrick had to make the tackle, his helmet came off. So to kick off, he had to either I had to call a timeout or we had to kick somebody else off, which I wasn't willing to do.
Again, third downs. I could go third down and 16 at the 19, a third and 10 going in for them at the 32. There were that fourth down on foot where they threw the touchdown. Just the get the other team off the field situation has been tough the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it has, and we've got to dig down deep and figure out what's going on with that. That and backed up defense. When we get them pinned down, we don't seem to keep them down there, and so we'll be working on that all week to make sure that we're ready for that against Utah Tech. But it didn't help us today, and we got to figure out how to stop the run. I mean, we did a great job of it for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and now we look like we're not very good at it. And we got to sit down and evaluate that, and evaluate what defenses we're playing and how we're playing them. And is it execution? Is it play calls? What is it? And we're going to get it fixed, but we have to get it fixed.
Well, after they had gone up another score, and then you had a quarterback sack and a TFL and a punt out of the back of the end zone, and they took it on the plus side. I thought that was a huge play to keep you in the ball game in midsection of the game on the tip by Ryan Jackson, the interception by Ward. That was really – and then the Cowboys touchdown at the end of the first half was tremendous as well. So you guys made big plays twice in this game, including that one at the end of the first half to get back in it.
Yeah, I mean, we fought. I don't think it's an effort problem, and that's why it's disappointing. It's execution, and it's we've got to figure out. Somebody sees something against us and what they're doing, and we've got to do a better job of that and make sure that we don't make this thing harder than it's got to be. Our kids got to be able to make plays, and we got to put them in position to make plays, and that that starts with our coaching staff, and that starts with me.
Matt Morrissey today, 20 of 33 through the air, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns. The one to Cowboys, the 75-yarder down the middle to Stanley, which was a big play, but picked off 3 times. I know it's never a star quarterback or all a quarterback's fault, but what did you see out of Matt in the passing game today?
Well, I mean, he did some really good stuff. He started hitting the back like we wanted to, that we're used to having done around here, and to get things started and to help get things started. But had some struggles across the middle and reading the coverage there. So we got to continue to work with him and get him on the right page. He gives us the best chance right now. I know, it doesn't look like it, but it does, and we've got to continue to fight with him and make sure that we're doing what he can do. And he understands what he can do.
How did you come out of this game okay injury-wise?
We lost Dixon in the first half.
Right.
I think that's the only one that I know of. I mean, I hadn't seen anybody else, but I just know he was out of the game, when he – actually, when we had the long run, he made a great block out there, but I think he was hurt from the play before.
They go for 552 yards today, and they've been over 500 yards 6 times this year. They had 615 against Texas Tech, but I felt like they were never able to put you away as a team. I mean, you guys were right there. I think that's the frustrating thing. You were so close to tying it and then getting a stop and getting the ball back to take a lead.
Yeah, I mean, we were. I don't think we were ever out of it until that last drive, and they put that last drive together, and they still 14 points. We stop them, we get 14 points with 2 minutes to go. It's hard. You got to believe. You got to go. Make plays. You got to go take your shots and try to get it down the field. And that didn't happen. We threw another interception and then gave them the opportunity to run it out. But the object is to win, Greg, and you know that, and I know that. And that's not what's happening, and we have to flip it because it's still a lot of season left to play. We can still end up 8-4 if we want to. or it can go the other way. And that's what I told them. This is when your character is going to be tested. It's going to be tested by people outside the building, people inside the building. You're going to be tested by your family, and you got to realize what we're doing, and you got to come to work on Monday and be ready to go.
You were down 11 after getting within 31-20. You got a drive down, and you were 3rd down and 3 or 4, I think, and I thought you got the first down to the 3. I saw the head linesman run in and do one of those, like, run up and kind of turn.
Yeah.
And they never sent it to the booth. We looked at it at replay. I know you weren't happy with it. I thought that was a big call in the game.
Well, I mean, it's 3rd and 3, and I thought we pushed it beyond the line to get. And I was trying to get either a replay or a measurement. And they wouldn't do either, and so then we went with the play we called on 4th down. They had already known. I told them, I said, we're down here this far. We need to go ahead because we go ahead and try to get the 4th down if we have to go to 4th down. I'd let them know that because I knew it'd be a yard or less probably if we had to go, and so we went with the call we made, and it didn't work out, and so they got the ball back right there, and I was hoping that we, it's 7 minutes, best I can remember, 6 minutes, and hoping to get a 3 and out. Didn't happen, and then that's the one they drove all the way down the field and kicked the field goal.
Finally, you go back home after 2 long flights. I know it'll be good to be home for homecoming. A lot of former Colonel football players will be there. You'll play a Utah Tech team that lost today at home to Austin Peay 13-7. They have not won a game, and I know you got to go out and get that record back to 4-4 next week. What about Utah Tech?
Well, I mean, what little I know, they obviously got a new coach, and they've been struggling a little bit, but he's been around good football before, and he's a good football coach, and he'll have his team ready. Now they got to turn. I don't know if they played at home or not. I can't remember, but they
did. Yeah.
They did. So they've got to fly and come to our place, and the clock will be a little different on them. But we've got to take care of ourselves and come out. Like I told the team, Greg, I mean, we just played a team that's ranked in the nation and done all this, that, and the other. And, we played them tooth and nail until certain points. We have to learn to win those certain points. And there has to be a time and a place when we win those certain points and not lose them. And that's where we're at right now, and that's what I got to get fixed.
Okay, thanks, Walt. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys.